But what was his primary message? If I tell you that it was love, surely you will not be surprised. For he was able to look upon everyone and see the divinity within them, even those who would punish him severely. He saw who they were. He understood that they were simply not remembering who they were, even though he understood that they are and were a spark of the Father, divinity, creation, as you are. If you can take this wonderful connection that you have with Jesus Christ and use it to help you go into your communities, into the world, and offer up what it is you have, your own gifts. If you can be inspired by him and allow that to motivate you to do great things, then what a wonderful thing and what a wonderful legacy it is that he continues to have for you. Everywhere on a Sunday, all throughout the world, people gather together and they celebrate the life of Christ. And there is nothing wrong in it. But we here on this side of the veil would ask, do you do that for yourself as well? Do you celebrate the life that pours through you, that courses through your veins? That courses through your veins? Do you understand that this is something to be celebrated? For you see, you made the choice to come, to be here, and your, again, primary purpose is to remember who you are. If you have the ability to feel this connection with the Christ here in your heart, then go a little bit further and do that on behalf of yourself. Connect with who you are. This energy that comes through in channel and creates this movement of the hands, this reconnective healing energy, this can help you with that. Feel this connection to who you are. Let it move out into the ley lines on the planet and to the universes, so that the Creator and you are in connection. Christ had this so beautifully. Can you imagine for a moment what it must have been like for him? It wasn't everyone that welcomed his message, was it? But that did not stop him. He went forward courageously and with joy in his heart. For when you feel this connection with your Creator, there is no other emotion that is more appropriate. We can name this joy, we can name this peace, we can name it love, but it is your divine birthright. Jesus Christ has inspired so many of you to do great things in the world, to push you beyond what seem to be barriers, your own personal limitations of the mind. Jesus can inspire you to do far more than you might ever think possible. If you can truly connect with the energy of the Christ and use that connection to help you remember who you are, suddenly what will happen is you will become far clearer about what it is you are to do here with the time that you have remaining on this planet. When you use your media to gauge what is occurring in the world, it would seem as if things are hopeless. But we can assure you that there are so many of you who are remembering who you are, and many of you have done this through the connection of the Christ energy. You have used Him to inspire you to wake up. You see, His legacy goes on. Imagine that you could affect things even some minute fraction of the way that He has. Be brave. Find the areas in your local communities that inspire you to get involved. And remember, when you go into those moments, if you do, that tell you in your mind that, oh no, this is too difficult. I'm not up to the task. Quickly remember the Christ. For we can tell you that yes, there were moments as a human being when He had doubts about what He was being asked to do. And you must know that He had free will. These things that He chose to do, historically these things that you have been taught about Him, He did fully of His own free will. No one, not God Himself, forced anything upon Jesus or His parents, His family, His friends. All played a role in helping and supporting Jesus to do what He did, to reach and to heal. But you must understand that in other cultures, they look to someone else for inspiration. And there is as much validity to that as there is in your culture to reach to the Christ energy for your inspiration. Anytime anyone anywhere is working to raise their vibration and using the inspiration of previous teachers to do so, this is a positive thing. You can understand and filter out what is a loving vibration versus one that is not. You know this within your own personal lives. When you come into contact with someone whose energy is sharp, you know what that feels like internally. Use your emotional guidance system. But understand that it is appropriate for cultures across the world to have their own leaders, their own teachers to look for inspiration. But the truth is the same for them as well, that you are each part and parcel of the Creator. You are divine. You are, yes, in human form, but you are a divine spark of the Father, of the Mother, of God. You have this Creator energy in you, and when you call upon us to assist you, and that can be you calling upon the Christ energy or any of these other great spiritual leaders, then you too will be able to do incredible works. You might even find yourself channeling on the television. So the one and the many who wonder what the truth is about the Christ energy, about this man who was Jesus, Yeshua,